As competition for highly skilled workers heats up across the country, the importance of identifying workforce needs is greater than ever. This is why a regional partnership led by the Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance has released an updated workforce blueprint to highlight the top in-demand occupations here in Southern Nevada. Among the top 10 in-demand jobs are software developers, engineers, managers, and nurse practitioners.
And workforce is actually the most important component of being able to attract or grow businesses. First thing an employer says is, I'm interested, you've got a great location, you've got a great package, great tax environment here in Southern Nevada, but where am I going to get my employees?
This is where Workforce Connections comes in. The organization connects employers to a ready workforce through a network of one-stop career centers.
Our dream here in Southern Nevada to be an economy that's based not just on one or two industries, but to have a diverse economy. And so in order to be able to bring those new employers to our region, the number one request is, do you have the workforce? Before they move here, it used to be that incentives were the first drive. Do you have bigger incentives than the next region? But today is, do you have a skilled workforce to meet my needs? And so that's why it's imperative for us as a region, if we are to diversify, if we are to prosper, if we're to remain competitive, we have to have a skilled workforce.
The 2022 Workforce Blueprint is the first blueprint produced for Southern Nevada since the start of the pandemic. With the impact COVID-19 has had on Southern Nevada's economy, the blueprint investigates how recent economic shifts have impacted the region's workforce.
I think we've done relatively well and on the journey to diversifying our economy, but I think we still have a long way to go, as the pandemic proved just 2 years ago.
When COVID hit, Nevada had the highest unemployment rate in the nation, and the hospitality industry that's long sustained our economy was the hardest hit. And many who worked in the gaming industry and have lost their jobs have now looked to new career opportunities.
Gaming and hospitality be such a significant presence here in Southern Nevada, and having their own training programs and skill set programs, and of course an entire hospitality school at UNLV, we didn't have to work as hard. We know now we do need to work hard at bringing new industries and new skill sets here to Southern Nevada, in order to avoid those extreme boom and bust cycles and a complete dependency on just one industry.
The blueprint also identifies the jobs expected to be in greatest demand in the coming years and provides recommendations on scaling educational and training solutions to meet this demand.
So being able to align the industry needs with our education forces, our training forces, our development forces, our higher ed forces, so that they're married, makes for a perfect recipe for being able to grow and diversify the economy here in Southern Nevada.
Along with listing the top in-demand occupations, the Workforce Blueprint provides recommendations for regional leaders to implement, including addressing workforce needs and adapting training programs to re-skill displaced workers and place them into new roles. Illustrate the opportunity for in-demand jobs with high economic mobility, and communicate the value of transitioning into a new career for potential employees. And define and communicate a shared diversity, equity, and inclusion policy for the region economy, and create a regional DEI committee.
I think we've done well. We've moved the needle. Who would have known that we would have had companies like Tesla in our state, Haas Automation, Switch, and so there's a lot of examples of us doing well.
Execution from here on out is imperative. We need that call to action to make sure that we don't get stuck and it doesn't just sit on a shelf.
The LVGEA created the 2022 Workforce Blueprint in collaboration with Workforce Connections, the Nevada Governor's Office of Economic Development, the Vegas Chamber, the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, the Urban Chamber of Commerce, and the Latin Chamber of Commerce. You can view the full list of top 100 in-demand occupations and the Workforce Blueprint by visiting workforceblueprint.org.